Yeah, so we're gonna come up to a little area in here where it's gonna go to 6 or 8 feet, and our trot line's about 600 feet long, so you always want to find a shoreline where you're going to have consistent depths of somewhere from 4 to 8 feet, usually in the middle of the summer.
Nice.
So we're going to pull into this little cove here and then run a straight line out. You always want to run the trot line with the wind, so that way your boat doesn't pop off and you can run straight. And you also don't want to cast a shadow onto the crabs, because if the sun and the shadow, your boat shadow and the sun break, a lot of times when they see that shadow, they'll drop off. So you're better off, even though you don't really want any sun, overcast would be ideal. It's better to run with the sun on the opposite side.
Wow, wait!
That could be bait right there.
Is there a time of year that's best to do this type of crabbing?
Razor clams work really, really well early in the season when the crabs just come out of the mud.
Yeah.
And then in the summer, they work well all the time, but when the crabs come plentiful, chicken necks or anything work just as well.
Yeah.
But the best time to try in midsummer through basically September.
Yeah.
Crab a-cometh. So we only soak this line overnight, but usually I soak it for 2 or 3 days, or let it sit for 2 or 3 days, so the menhaden oil tars into the line, and then that way when you crab it, it just lets out the menhaden oil little at a time. Then you don't have to do it but every 3 or 4 times you go.
Nice.
Got to keep your eyes ahead. 60-40.
60-40. What's 60-40?
60 on the crab that you're scooping, 40% of your vision on the next crab on the line.
So I'm going cross-eyed?
Wow.
Because they're usually going to sit in the same holes and they're always going to bump.
Yeah. So you'll have crabs in bunches.
Oh my God, the Merc's getting on them.
I know.
Yep.
Finally, it's a
July 15th through December 15th is 5 1/4. 5 1/4 from now through December 15th.
Okay. Got a nice Jimmy on there. Good scooping, Fury. Fun fact, a bushel of crabs weighs 40 pounds, cooked or uncooked.
That's a big boy. That's a big boy.
About an inch or less of water in here. And then we always add sacrifice beer. And then apple cider vinegar. It's got to be apple cider vinegar. I can't guarantee that it makes a taste difference, but it makes your house smell lovely.
About how much of that?
I do like a cup or 2 of the apple cider vinegar. I do a full beer. I'll bring it up to a boil, and I'll use. I'll just do a light coating of JO number 2. All the crabs, and I'll usually put a handful in the actual steam too. I don't use too much on the actual crabs. All these crabs are shaking around. It makes it really hard to pack them in. I'll usually ice them down for like 10 minutes, and then it kind of puts them into a shock, and then when you steam them, their claws stay on. Usually when you steam crabs, you end up with a ton of claws at the bottom because they're tearing them off each other, trying to shake out of the pot. 25 to 30 minutes.
Steam them for 25 to 30?
Yeah, if I already have it boiling, 25 is usually fine for me. Like right now, especially with a full pot and it just heating up, I'll do 30, maybe 35, but it doesn't take any more than that.
Yeah.